Dear viewers, before we continue, we from the GTA Geographic team will not get to speak to you through the power of your television before Christmas, so therefore we're wishing you now a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. May you spend it with loved ones, or whichever way you'd like to, and may all the best come to you. Now enough of this sappy nonsense, because we're about to hit the streets of Los Santos once again. A lot has changed, and in today's documentary we will see how the players of GTA Online react to the brand new Casino Heist DLC. But before we begin, I must urge you to ask for your butler to cut down the 18-foot pine tree, drag it back home, have him plant it in the vineyard, then have him decorate it from top to bottom to absolutely marvelous perfection. Now, place a laptop with this video playing exactly 17.8 feet away from the tree and tell your butler to cut down said tree, angling it towards the laptop. If done correctly, the Christmas tree should come crashing down straight into the like button. Good. Excellent. Now we can begin GTA Geographic. Snow is dancing down from the heavens above upon the cold streets of Los Santos. Heartwarming jingles can be heard from that one guy who won't stop blasting his music over his damned headset. But it doesn't matter, for once a year, peace and quiet has returned to Los Santos. But then we look into the globe of Madame Nazar to roughly 1 week into the future. I see. Oh God, what on God's green earth is that? But of course, a miniature tank loaded with either a machine gun, flamethrower or high-velocity explosive shell. Jesus Christ on a bicycle, anarchy on the streets. The cries of thousands as they try to outrun the onslaught, rolling down the street at walking pace. Flames, fire, burning flesh! Oh Jesus Christ, get me out of here, I can't witness any more. Enough, Madame Nazar. Gosh darn it, hold up. What is this place anyway? Ah yes, the new business venture. An arcade filled to the brim with lovely wide selection of video games. And over there, the grinder. But is he crying? But why? How can one not enjoy something like this? Well, the answer lies below, in the basement. Yes, the grinder cares for one thing, money, and obtaining loads of it as fast as possible. And while the upstairs is filled with fun, the downstairs is filled with numbing depressions for our poor grinder. Yes, whenever the grinder makes an investment in Los Santos, he expects to be massively profitable straight away. And this poor grinder ended up doing all the prep missions for the heists by himself. And then he proceeded to do the heist with 3 randoms, and here he sits, 15 hours later. Yes, you'd think the grinder would learn, but unfortunately for this grinder, all of his friends are playing GTA RP. But our grinder isn't the only one that's weeping. Look there, scurrying on the streets. Why, it's a wild griefer. And do you see it too? His anus isn't glued to a Mark II oppressor anymore. The griefer is vulnerable ever since Rockstar Games decided the time of griefing is over. A simple switch, and now the griefer too cries. Why? Why? Followed by some sort of hissing noise babbles the griefer as he rushes back to the sewers where he belongs. The griefer isn't the only one who cried a bit. Yes, the Tryhard community also took a hit. Once upon a time, the proud yet devious Tryhards were the scourge of these streets, asserting their dominance and then killing themselves. But now Rockstar said, "Shoo, dirty Tryhard, shoo," and they threw a timer on the EWO button as well. Now of course, this doesn't stop them from shooting themselves in the feet with explosives, so I'm not quite sure what Rockstar tried to achieve. Oh well, a lot of tears are flowing on the streets. But it isn't all bad, because the racing community rejoices. For years upon years on end, there was little change, but now a brand new class has indeed arrived. And the racers cannot wait to take these machines for a spin. And a special individual is extremely excited. Meet the Bruffy 1322. The Bruffy is known for his intense testing of all vehicles and is also known to have driven the same track for about 5 years straight now. How this man is still sane, we may never know. But yes, the racer is indeed quite happy. Not only because of the open wheel cars, but also because of the wide selection of different vehicles that got added in this new update. And so the racer bows down and prays to its overlord, the Bruffy 1322. May he take the cars around the course safely, and may the gods above... Oh God! Someone call an ambulance. Ladies and gentlemen, on that dramatic and gory note, we will end today's episode of GTA Geographic. How joyful it was to once again talk to you through the power of television. And before we end today's episode of GTA Geographic, a quick round of comments by the fire. Still Salty says, I'm really conflicted. I'm glued to my trusty laser. I prioritize the Mark II Oppressor or engage them in a dogfight whenever I see them. I don't attack cargo/missions. Am I a tryhard or severely retarded hero? Ah yes, I can see your conflict. I believe you may be the love child of the hero and the tryhard, but as you stated, that indeed is the equivalent of a brother and sister having a baby. So yes, you might be the fabled retard hard. Randy Marsh says, love the video except there were no comments by the fire. Now Sharon shall feel my wrath, Sonny. How many times must we tell you? We don't negotiate with damned terrorist. Shoo, Randy, shoo. Doggo says, I love your content so much, I threw my butler into the subscribe button so hard, my phone broke. Now I'm typing this on a personal computer, but I'm afraid I'm going to break it because the like button needs to be smashed too. Well, dear Doggo, thank you for throwing the butler into the like button. However, this must be done with great care. Throw the butler too hard and you might damage your phone. Throw him too gently and, well, you'd look bad in front of your entire household of staff. But please keep practicing, Doggo. One day you'll find the perfect butler to screen ratio. And that was it for this episode of GTA Geographic. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay safe, dear viewers.